guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'll be priming my face using the Prep and Prime for MAC, and I'm putting that all over my face using my fingers. This will help with the longevity of my foundation. The foundation I'll be using is a Born This Way foundation from Too Faced in shade Sand, and I'll be mixing that with the Marc Jacob Do You drops, and I'm just buffing that all over my face. Then I'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium, and I'm putting that under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. This way I am also not only concealing my dark circles under my eyes, but I'm also highlighting it. Then I'm going to be using the Sigma F86 brush, and I'm pressing that into my skin, and whatever's left of the product I'm putting that also on top of my eyelid. This will help the discoloration of the eyes to cover that all up. So notice that I'm pressing it and not rubbing it. This way it'll help not move the foundation that I just applied underneath, but it'll also help with the creaselessness of the concealer as well. Okay, then I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the color Mocha, and I'm putting that over my cheekbones, over my forehead. I'm putting my head down to contour my nose. This will give me a straighter line when I'm doing that. So that's a little trick of the trade when you're contouring your own nose. I'm also doing the tip, so it makes it look a little bit shorter. What I'm also doing is doing my jawline and a little bit on my chin. I'm doing it on a little bit on my cupids and just below my lips. I'm taking this small stippling brush from Sephora, and I'm pressing that into my skin and lifting upwards. This way it gives it more of a lifted look. I want to make sure that it's also buffed out, like you don't want any harsh lines with this, otherwise it can look a little bit too harsh for the contouring. So you have to make sure it's completely blended in. So I'm putting that also into my forehead as well. When I'm doing my forehead, I want to also put it into the hairline, so that way it just blends in, so it looks like it's more seamless. When contouring my nose, I'm using a smaller brush. I'm using the Sigma Precision Flat Brush P80. And I'm also pressing that in, and then I'm buffing it slightly upwards and then downwards. So that way I'm moving the product up, so that way it looks a little bit more elongated, but it's not too harsh. I'm setting my face with the Laura Mercier setting powder. Then I'm going to be doing my brows using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. Okay, then I'm going to be using the Skin Mineralize powder from MAC called Medium Golden, and I'm putting that under my eyes and just setting the rest of my face with that as well. This will give it a little bit more of a flawless finish. Then I'm using the bronzer Give Me Sun, and I'm using the MAC 109 brush, and I'm just further contouring my face with that. Then I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit, and this is a more of a cool tone brown, and I'm putting that further contouring my face with that. So I'm not putting it all the way in, but just a little bit in to give it a little bit of more depth to my contour. Then I'm going to be using my Holy Grail blush that is from Becca Cosmetics called Blushed Copper. Then I'm going to use a paint pot from MAC and just priming my eyelids with that to set myself up for the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to be using the Baked Browns in Tea Light, and I'm putting that from Dose of Colors called Tea Light, and I'm putting that at the arch of my brow. Then I'm going to be using the color Loungy. This is from the Dose of Colors collab with Iluvsarahii, and I'm just buffing that color into my transition shade and into my crease and winging that out to create that almond shaped eye. Then I'm using the color Wanderlust, and I'm just deepening up that outer V and putting that more tightly into my crease to give the eye a little bit more shape and a little bit more depth. Because I will be doing a half cut crease with this look, so I need to make it a little very dark into that crease zone. This color is actually blending out beautifully. I love the way it blends. I love this actual color. These two combinations, Loungy and Wanderlust, are like the best. Then I'm taking the color Finder Keepers. It's kind of a sparkly black color, and I'm putting that on my outer V and a little bit into the crease to give a little bit more of a definition. However, I'm really struggling with this color, guys. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't blending for me. It was not coming out as pigmented. It's coming out quite patchy. I don't know. And I was going in very little by little because I was scared, because I kept on seeing the reviews about how pigmented this black was, and I'm sure it is, but it just wasn't like going on right for me at all. So I'm trying to get in there and try to blend it as best as I can to make it look a little bit, get rid of those harsh lines, make it not as patchy. And you can see, and putting my eye closer to the camera, and you can see it's just not working for me for whatever reason. Okay, then I'm going to be taking my concealer, and I'm using this flat brush from MAC, and I'm just going to be carving out my eyes with this. This will help with this is making that cut crease look, and it'll also help with the pigment for the next shadow that I'll be using. So this also gives it a nice clean cut as well, so that way it'll also help cover up that black, that messy black that I did put on. Okay, then I'm going to be taking the color Palma, and I'm going to be using a flat brush for this one, and I'm going to be placing it into that carved area that I use for the concealer on my eyelid. This color is absolutely beautiful. It has minimal fallout, it is pigmented, and it's just a beautiful, gorgeous color all around. I can't say enough good things about it. So again, just placing that all over my lid, making sure I don't go over that cut crease area. Then I'm going to be using the color Sun Glow, and I'm going to be putting that in between Palma and in between that Finders Keeper color to look a little bit more seamless and blended. And I'm just further blending it out with loungy to cover up any type of harsh lines. Then I'm going to be taking Wanderlust and Loungy and then just buffing that under my lower lash line. Okay, then I'm going to be using a small pencil brush, and I'm using the color Poquito Mas from that same palette, and I'm putting on the inner corner of my eyes. Then I'm going to be using the gel liner from 77 from Inglot, and I'm going to be using that to wing my liner. And I'm also going to use that same color and put that on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to be using the lashes from House of Lashes Boudoir. And then I'm going to be using the color Soulmate from Dose of Colors in Iluvsarahii. And I'm using this highlighter brush to put that on. This color is so beautiful. It has like that nice, wet, glowy, blinging, blinding look. Okay, then I'm going to be using the color Nude Chica from the same COLLAB. And I'm putting that all over my lips. Then I'll be using the color Brillo. And I'll be setting my face with the NYX Matte Setting Spray. And there you go, guys. Here is the final look. Hope you guys love it. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and hope you have an all great day.